questions.
She says, "Dang, girl," and where's my phone? She goes like this, and she goes, "Can I have a runner? A runner? Can I have a runner for my pitcher, catcher, runner?"
Get it, girl!
There's no goofing off.
Get it, girl.
Where was that? You focus for 2 hours out of the 24 hours of your day. You can focus for 2 hours at practice without talking.
Is focused because we never stop talking.
Get it, girl! Meet me at third.
She always says "babe" after, she's like, "Attaway, babe." Where was that pitch, my lord?
The first thing I would do differently is play games the whole practice.
Oh, I would trade places with Coach Heather, and then we would do the game where it's king of the court, or you have to protect the castles, and you have a specific amount of space, and you just were 10 feet away and you smack the ball at them, and they have to try and stop it.
Definitely, if I was Coach Heather, I'd definitely take my hair out of a bun and I would put it in a braid because I've never seen it in a braid. I would switch places with Coach Heather so that I could buy us the earpieces.
Okay, so I would basically just grow out my hair like Coach Mike, because then I could have a little unicorn tail,
I would get a team late night dinner at Culver's after every practice.
Every practice.
Every practice.
I would give everyone candy and buy everyone Culver's after practice because, yeah, it's just the best. And I don't really know. I just give them a lot of food.
Global warming and climate change isn't real.
Those aren't even words.
It's not your swing. It's the timing.
That stretching doesn't work, and yeah.
That global warming isn't real.
When I get to first base, he's like, "Addie, you made contact, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter where it went. It only matters if you made contact." You coming, Rapunzel?
Bring the bucket to the balls.
Definitely after, at every practice, I normally give him a hug and then I tell him his occupation. Well, I already said that, but yesterday on our last practice, he worked at the bowling alley.
Why is that?
Because he had long emo shorts on, and then he had a Under Armour polo thingy. Yeah.
It's probably when we're in the dugout and he'll overhear something we're saying that he wasn't meant to hear, and he comments on it and no one realizes it until 5 minutes later, and they'll be like, "Wait, he heard that?" And yeah.
And he wears his light blue shirt because I always tell him he looks like an umpire. I'm coming back from Ireland and fixing Game Changer.
When we were at the hotel and he went into the back room with Pam and he got called Pam's assistant.
Okay, I have two, but when he told me, I randomly asked why we get 3 strikes and 4 balls, and he told me, and then Pam at the hotel. This video.
When we were hitting off the tees, and he said that trees are 90% air, and the infield is 90% fielders, so just hit it through the infield.
Probably the talk where he told Lissa that if a tree is 90% air, then so is the field. The field is 90% fielders. Either that or just our little small talk that we do in the dugout.
Coach Heather has "This girl is on fire."
Why?
Because, whenever I'm with her, that's what she would say, because, she's on fire both ways. Coach Heather, it would be, "I want to dance with somebody." It would be, I wear my sunglasses at night, and it would be my dad's song, Coach Mike's song, because that was the song he had when he played baseball. Okay, so this would be Coach Heather's.
You can feel like Coach Scott's would be the Blippy walk or the Blippy song, just because it's, I don't know, it just fits Coach Scott.
It would be Coach Heather, and it would be all the pretty girls walk like this. She got that swag when she walks.
Coach Heather's walk-up song would be All I Do Is Win, and that's because all she wants to do is win.
If Coach Heather could have a walk-up song, it would be You Can't Touch This, because she thinks we're really good and that like they can't beat us.
Coach Heather, her walk-up song would be Get Your Sparkle On from Barbie, because she's like has a very sparkly personality.
Get your sparkle on, show this world where you belong. All it takes.
Coach Heather saying, I gotta poop.
It's when Coach Mike was talking to us in the after we were in the cages because we were talking about history, and he said that my thoughts are probably like ping pong balls because they're just bouncing off the sides of my head.
Coach Heather is when she calls people Big Booty Judy.
Talk about Coach Mike saying how global warming isn't true.
I was batting and I got hit on my elbow and I walked to first base and he was like, Coach Mike was like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, I ran into a wall this morning, hit my elbow in the same spot. I said a bad word. You can say one too if you want.
Something Coach Scott always says is get off the bench.
All right, stand up, watch the game, let's go.
Coach Scott always says that it's all in your head.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep it up. You're doing great.
According to Game Changer.
What's my occupation today, Addie?
We out-hit them by ...
Hydrate.
It is the first inning. Why are we on the bench? Come on, stand up.
For Coach Heather, all they'd have to say is like, safe. And then she would argue it.
They would have had to call a strike a ball for Coach Heather.
Coach Heather would be definitely thrown out because of a sign that the umpire missed of calling a ball a strike or a strike a ball.
The umpire would have to like call like a bunch of balls that like are literally straight down the middle, and Coach Heather would like start crashing out because they're strikes. And so yeah, he would just call a bunch of balls.
Like, Coach Heather would be kicked out because she's arguing a pitch call. I feel like these are all like that. I feel like it would just be like multiple bad, like obvious bad calls in a row, and then they just get really mad.
Not call a strike or call easy out, safe, or like fully just say crap, and then it would be Coach Heather arguing with it.
Coach Heather, obviously. And like the umpire would like make a silly call that like not determine the game, but had like a really big part in the game. And if we lost that game, it would be even like worse. And she would like crash out on the umpire.
So what would the umpire have to say?
He would have to say something like stupid.
Basically, Haven would be pitching a ball, but Coach Heather would think it's a strike. And the umpire would be like, it missed. But it like was really a strike. It missed by like that much outside. It was outside, and like Coach Heather would go off on the umpire, and the umpire would kick her out.
Him always driving me to practices and tournaments.
Whoa, my favorite memory with Coach Mike is probably our talks at first base. One time I asked him if I smelled like men's deodorant. And he said, I can't really smell you, just pay attention. I was like, me and Stell used it, and yeah.
When he makes sarcastic comments at us at like random times.
When we randomly started talking about the history stuff in the batting cages, and he fully just like blanked us out and didn't even care.
Messing up the signs that he gave me for catching.
Our conversations about how global warming and climate change isn't real.
And when do you have these conversations?
During practice.
Probably when he called me autistic when I was drawing in the dirt one time.
Is when we were in the cages. No, it was after the cages, and he was just really wondering what my thought process was. Like, he thought that like a hippopotamus or something like that was a color. I don't know what he was thinking.
I don't have a specific memory, but probably just like in general where he like constantly tells us like what's right and wrong. I like when he like corrects us and stuff like that.
Oh, I can't. Allie, where was that?
He did not just call that. I know he, okay. Yeah.
Oh, Coach Heather does the, and then she goes,
Oh, great spot, Haven. I mean, this is ridiculous. Great job. That was such a bad call.
Okay, this is Coach Heather. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? She was so safe. Like, you're god awful. But like, she screams it, you know? You feel me? Yeah. She like screams it.
Coach Heather would go, Miranda.
When Coach Heather's at third base and she gets mad, she does that. She's like,
Coach Heather will like throw her arms up, and then Coach Heather and Coach Mike will go.
hey, Coach Heather, she always like, she throws her hands up and then she like walks to the other side of the dugout.
The tennis balls where we had to hit them with our helmet.
When we did like the tennis ball helmet pop fly thingy drill.
It was probably finding the Coach Mike sign.
We played a New York team and our whole team started singing Welcome to New York in the dugout.
When we had to hit the tennis balls on our head.
When I supposedly broke the fence. So Lily hit a ball out of the cage and it went over like through the road. Like, you know, the cages and like the field and and Coach Scott tells Haven and Mac to go get the ball, but I was asking to go get the ball really fast, so I just went with them, and we were all climbing the fence, and we fell, and then the side of the fence like broke off, and I got blamed for it, and yeah.
Okay, last year in Traverse City, I got to ride shotgun with her on the way to mini golf. That was pretty fun.
Is when we were going sledding, and I went down on my stomach, and she went, yeah, she's winning, and then I didn't win the race. Yeah.
My favorite memory of Coach Heather is her AI songs.
In Iowa, when at nationals, when she like did the dance in front of everyone.
Or when she like makes silly faces at us, we like make them back at her.
Maybe after either the states tournament this year, or it's probably gonna be sometime in Nashville, to be honest, but probably after the states tournament this year, where she was just like very like upbeat, or like the college exposure one. We just were having lots of fun and she was very happy. I like that.
When she was in the dance circle in Iowa.
Always being able to convince her to get ice cream.
Spell Cheskowski.
CHIEZKOWSKI.
CIEZ. No, it's wrong. CIESKOWSKI.
C-I, not an H. C-I-Z. No.
You got it.
CHEZKOISKI.
C-I...
Z.
CHEZSKI. Was she right?
What was the first two letters? CH. What?
Oh, I know this. I know this. Chrissy has been on my team for like 8 years. I know. Smooth, Chrissy. I know how to spell it. C-I-E. Oh, wait. S-Z. Wait. K-O-W-S-K-I. C-I-E.
You got it.
Let's go late.
Is it? S Z C no K. It's K. O W S K I. C-I-E-S C K-O-W-S-K-I. No, I got this. C-I-E-Z K-O-W-S-K-I. O-U. And then we're just gonna go Z.
Perfect.
C-I-E-S-Z. Oh, I forgot the S. K-O-W-S-K-I. C-I-E-S-Z K-O-W-S-K-I.
Definitely progressing in my slapping. Yeah.
During our mental training, like our softball school, like I really learned to get more self-confidence, like in the field and like at the batter's box, like in the plate.
Probably to be a good teammate, because it really like brings down your team if you're like crying and down on yourself, and it helps like if you're happy, then it shows on your team and you guys do better, you know?
Learning a bunch of new pitches.
My mental attitude, how I have to change it and do a reset.
Aggressive base running, because like I've gotten better at base running this year.
How to move on from mistakes and keep going.
Definitely, like, I have to believe in myself and my attitude for mental.
Low-key, it's all in my head. Totally stink at softball, but it's all in my head. Big brain.
Probably how to keep my emotions in check and like learning more about like my mental state and like how, like tools and stuff like that.
The best thing I've learned is that I get in my head too much.
Differently, I would basically just like
aggressive base running.
Favorite memory of coach
song. What would the song be and why, and which coach?
Yeah. Thank you for being amazing, coach.
I have a lot. Did you just read? I don't know.
Okay. Last question.
Oh yeah, so I can't really think of anything else for like the questions and stuff. So yeah, but I want Culver's. And thank you guys for being such great coaches. Bye.
Say it loud and proud. A channel by Inner Diva.